my favorite people. Today we're going to be checking out 101 facts about the UK. If you've been on my... Ooh, why am I off center? Hold on. I don't know. We're just gonna have to deal with it. If you've been on the channel for a while, then you know that I have been reacting to a bunch of culture stuff, specifically about Britain, the UK, Scotland, England, Ireland, all the places, Wales, and I've learned a lot, or at least I've absorbed a lot of new information as we've been doing these reactions. Now hopefully with this video I'll get to learn even more. Again, this is 101 facts. Why the extra one? About the UK. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe. We only do culture reactions over here. Right now in the series, we're in Britain, and hopefully we'll be able to venture out into more European or African, Asian cultures. Like the video so I know you want me to do more videos like this in the future. Comment or DM me video requests over on Instagram, and check out my other channels. Last announcement, we're bringing back the educating series. I think we were on Educating Yorkshire, and I'm going to continue because you guys were asking me to bring it back. So for sure, we'll probably do Essex, Wessex, anywhere else in England that has the educating video. Here we go, 101 facts about the UK. I can already hear the comments now. Favour, it's Yorkshire. I know, but I pronounce it Yorkshire, and so does my captions whenever you watch them. Go back 10 seconds and put on the captions, see how they translate. It's gonna be like Yorkshire instead of Yorkshire.
Good evening, afternoon, morning, or
Howdy.
other time to you loyal mother factors, and welcome to this rather British version of 101 Facts. I'm your designated subject.
Stonehenge, Buckingham Palace,
James
the
Bond,
Beatles.
Sherlock Holmes, Doctor Who.
Churchill, the Beatles, Sean Connery, Harry Potter.
Yes, thank you, Heath.
Haven't seen
I'm
any
here
of
to
those
talk
movies.
About the United Kingdom. But how much tea do we drink as a nation every
A lot.
day? How
A
many
lot.
times do we have sex in our lifetimes?
I don't
do we
know.
have sex with the tea? 2 out of 3 of those questions are going to be answered. So
Have
kneel
sex
before
with
Her
the tea.
Majesty the Queen and prepare to receive a knighthood from the Facting Empire
Beatles!
while eating a crumpet and mainlining swan blood.
Okay, I guess he just named a bunch of stereotypes that you guys have. I have not heard about the crumpet stuff or swans, but definitely the tea, you know, the queen waving like this instead of like this or anything else. She does like a... But that he's just naming a bunch of stereotypes right now.
Lovely stuff. This is 101 Facts
About the
United
UK.
Kingdom.
Freaking
Number
love
1.
London.
In case you thought this was a video about me calling a knight named Ed Kingdom, it ain't. The United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland is a sovereign country consisting of England, Wales, Scotland, and, guess who, Northern Ireland.
The United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Because Great Britain is Scotland, England, and Wales. And Northern Ireland because they're kind of their own separate thing. They're still Irish, but at the same time they're British. They're a part of the kingdom. But the Republic of Ireland is not associated with the UK at all. They have their own government system and everything. So, yeah. I must say, though, you guys have a lot of names. Just name it one thing. Like, you got Great Britain. You got the United Kingdom. You have to remember the distinction between Northern Ireland and the rest of them. Like, Jesus. And then you call it England at the same time. Like, someone was indecisive when they were choosing the names.
Number 2.
Belfast.
The Union Jack is a Marvel character, but also a flag. Rather cleverly, it's the flags of England, Scotland, and Ireland's St. Patrick's Saltire flag all merged together.
I'm a freaking idiot. Are you serious? It's literally just all 3 flags. Okay, so the United Kingdom, because it unites the kingdoms, the 3 kingdoms that make up the 3 kingdoms that make up Great Britain. Whatever, I'm getting myself confused, but that's genius. I didn't even realize that. I was just like, this is the UK flag, it is what it is, but it's literally all the country flags mixed together. That's insane.
Sorry,
Union
Wales,
Jack.
there's no room for a dragon on there.
Yeah, there was, right
Number
there.
3. St. George's Cross is widely known as the flag for England.
Sir George.
It is a red cross atop a white flag and came into use in the late 18th century. Sorry, I'm not sure why I'm doing that dusty old librarian voice, but I can't seem to help it. Number 4.
Wait, going back to the... First of all, who is Mr. George? Second of all, that's also the flag for the Red Cross, right? Like the humanitarian organization. So therefore, did the Red Cross originate in England? Let me know.
St. Andrew's Cross is the flag of Scotland.
St.
Come
Andrews.
on, stop doing that voice. According to legend, it's a cross because of a battle between the Scots and the Angles. No, not those kind of Angles, although that is a cute one.
The English people. The Angles.
During this battle, the clouds in the sky apparently formed into an X, thus marking the flag.
Sorry to say, but I don't believe that. Never in all of existence, my 23 years of life, have I ever seen just straight line clouds making a cross. So you're telling me the one day on that battlefield they saw X's in the sky? Unlikely. But I like the sentiment, you know, go with your stories.
Number 5. This is Wales'
Wales.
flag, which is a lot better than the
Welsh.
others, mainly due to the fact it has a dragon on it.
Badassery.
Why? Welly well, my sugar plum fairy. It was the symbol of the King of Gwynedd, named King Cadwallader.
Cadwallader.
Number 6.
A lot of
Northern
kings in
Ireland
England.
doesn't have its own flag. Sorry, Northern Ireland.
Shoo,
Number
that sucks.
7.
Sorry.
England and Wales were united in 1536 like ex-lovers. Then Scotland joined in 1707 like a swingers party that created Great Britain.
That being said, I feel like we have reacted to it at one point, but who all of a sudden, first of all, what king? I think it was maybe King George. I'm pretty sure it was King George, who decided, hey, we're gonna unite all of y'all and make us one thing. Like, why can't Wales or Scotland be their own separate identities? Why does it have to be collectively, we are Great Britain? What if they don't want to be Great Britain? What if they just want to be Scotland? Who decided, like, you're next to us, so therefore you're a part of us? Let me know.
Renamed the United Kingdom in 1801 when Ireland was added too.
The potato famine and all that. We've
As
researched
of
that.
2013, the population of the UK is 64.1 million. England has 53 of those millions, Scotland has 5.3 million,
That's crazy.
Wales 3 million, and Northern Ireland 1.8 million.
So mainly it's all
Number
English
9.
people. England.
The UK is close to 95,000 square miles. Number 10. The UK's longest coastline is around 5,000 miles. The exact distance the Proclaimers will walk for you.
Okay, freaking, that just put it in perspective. Because I was like, oh, well, next time I come over, I'll just take a day train to freaking Scotland. I'm not, how the heck am I supposed to take a train 5,000 miles? Or even to get over to Ireland, how the heck am I going to take a train to Ireland? I'm going to need to fly. I'm sorry, you guys. Y'all were saying it's a cheap way to go, but I'm not sitting on a train for 5,000 miles. Just to drive from where I live to Dallas, Texas, it's an hour. Now imagine like traffic, or if there's like something on the railroad tracks and the trains have to like detour, or there's a holdup. That's like at least a day, I'm saying, to get from Barking Station, which is where I usually stay, to friggin' Scotland. Or even to Wales. And it's right next door. No. We gotta I fly. That's it.
That's nice. Number 11.
Da 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 da
Our
da da
highest
da.
mountain is Ben Nevis, because we like naming things Ben in the UK.
Big Ben.
Benny Boy can be found in Scotland at just over 1,340 metres high.
Do people climb
Number
it?
12.
I'd be scared.
We have, and this is an actual measurement, a ton of history in the UK, dating all the way back to 6,500 BC.
'Cause y'all-
All over the
oof.
UK, you'll find monuments marking its history, from Stonehenge to Buckingham Palace.
And I think that's also one of the reasons, aside from like just the culture, the people, the accents, the reason I like England so much is just because of the history. Like, y'all have been around, you haven't had the best history as far as humanitarianism and colonization goes, but you know, you've been around for so long that it's kind of inspirational. Like, seriously.
Number 13. Perhaps because of this, and because its residents are kooky folk like me,
Looks
in
like the
2010,
Pentagon.
29.6 million people visited Britain, spending an average of £563 per person, and stayed 7 days on average.
Yeah.
Number 14.
When I came, I was legit there for like a month and a half. Now, y'all do say, but then, okay, we gotta distinct something, because that's not the right word. Y'all were saying that the reason you still have your royal family is because a major part is because of tourism. Sorry to break it to you, but most tourists aren't coming to England because they want to see your queen. We're coming because, hello, London, the culture, the people, the round cars, the buses. You know, when you think the UK, you think all these beautiful things that you see in the movies. The queen is cool, but that's not why people travel to see England.
We also can't move for bloody
Castles.
castles. There's actually 600 to 700 all across the country.
I wish we
and
had castles
no,
here.
Alas, I don't live in one. Number 15. We also have plenty of places of enlightenment and worship. Pubs.
Ooh.
Why is that bad? What do you...
He did not just say places of worship and mentioned a bar. That is very British, though. That's a very British thing to say. I was about to say, but most of y'all are agnostic. At least my followers from Britain are mainly agnostic. So it's like, how you got a bunch of churches? Even though you do have a Church of England, most of you don't actually worship. And going back to what he was saying about the castles, I'm surprised that I guess nowadays castles are kind of played out, because even Buckingham Palace isn't very castle-y. Like, do any royals over in Europe still live in like legitimate castles? That'd be interesting to see.
What do you think I meant?
Freaking
By the end of
bars.
2015, there were around 52,750 of them. I bet at
crazy.
least 50,000 of them were named the Red Lion or something.
Is alcoholism an
Number
issue
16.
for y'all?
Oh, according to the Daily Mail, which is something you shouldn't read, by the way, there are
Why not?
518 pubs in the UK with the name Red Lion. Well,
Wales.
you get your Red Lion, mate, because I know which pub I'll go to wait for things to blow over.
Go to the Winchester, have a nice cold pint, and wait for all this to blow over.
Winchester for life. Number 17.
Is that really y'all's philosophy when things go bad? You're stressed out at work, your wife's getting on your nerves, your kids are acting up, just go to the pub. That's funny. Not good for your liver, though.
There are stranger pub names out there, including the Bunch of Carrots in Hereford, the Quiet
Maybe it's made
Woman
from
in
carrots.
Buxton, and My Father's Moustache in Lincolnshire.
Father's Lincolnshire.
17. English is the official language spoken throughout the UK.
Like her
according to
outfit.
the name. But there are other official languages too, such as Welsh, Scots, ordering a kebab while drunk, and Gaelic.
Gaelic
Alright, who's
from
laughing at
Ireland.
Gaelic? Own up. Number 19.
Huh.
Contrary to what some believe, we're not exactly led by the Queen anymore. The
Queen rules, okay. So I guess there is an internal battle with the people of whether they want the monarchy around still or not. And going back to what he was saying about the English speak English and all the different languages, we have actually reacted to the history of the English language and where it came from. And it turns out it's freaking from like the Germans and like the early European people, and it's just transformed. So we don't own any claim to the English language, the Americans. I guess y'all kind of do because, you know, the English are English, but it's from the Germans. I just thought that was crazy, you know. They own hot dogs, they own freaking hamburgers, and now they own the English language. They just did it all.
Contrary to what some believe, we're not exactly led by the Queen anymore.
rules, okay.
The United Kingdom is a parliamentary democracy, which means the government is elected by the people. Number 20.
Parliament elected by the people. Now, I've always thought that's something we have one up on you guys, our democracy, and like the people have the power, we vote for our president, all that stuff. But I guess y'all also vote for like your prime minister, your parliamentary officials and stuff. The only thing you can't control is your monarchy. So do away with the monarchy. What is their purpose? Genuine question, no disrespect. But who cares? Lately, all they've been doing is getting in drama and scandals.
There's a general election once every 5 years to find out who our next PM
Ours is
going
every
to be.
4.
Like a very long, tedious, and very boring talent show. The Prime Minister, or the PM as I just said just then, leads the government with the support of the Cabinet.
Do they have debates?
Cabinet, as well as ministers and members of Parliament.
Ministers? Yeah, in America we have a separation of church and state, so you will not find any ministers, unless they're there to pray for the president, giving their opinion on politics. That's interesting. Ministers are part of your parliamentary, like, structure. But also, going back to the debate question, like, we have the Democratic Convention where our elected Democratic officials and stuff go there and speak and say all their policies and everything and, like, hype up the crowd and stuff. And then there's actual debates between the red, the blue, and everybody else in between. And it basically it's literally just a debate, and then that gives the people time to figure out who they want to vote for and what policies. Usually over here anyway, though, people are very much stuck to their side. So even if the Democratic official is kind of stupid, I'm still going to vote for him because he's representing the Democratic Party. At least that's how I do it anyway. So is y'all's kind of the same, like with your prime minister? Is he going to be debating someone else? Or does Parliament debate each other? Maybe we could react to see how the government system works over there, especially around election time. So that'd be interesting.
Number 21.
21?
The UK has had 76 prime ministers, including the great Winston Churchill and others.
I really fancy some bacon. Interesting. Maybe he was Canadian. So y'all have had 75 prime ministers. We are on our 46th president, I believe. When did your parliament come into place? Did y'all get parliament before America was created or after? That's a good question. Anyways, we're going to end the video here. Let me know if you want me to do a part 2 by this video by liking it. Let's get 736 likes on this video for a part 2. This is actually very interesting, and it's giving me different facts that we haven't learned yet, I'm noticing. So, yeah. And it's more than just, like, surface level facts. Like, it's actual things about the structure of how the country runs and the people and the culture. So I've liked it. I hope you didn't too. Like the video, subscribe if you're new here for more culture reactions, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.